Hi, this is Kathie from Craft with Kathie. Thanks for joining me. Today's project will be using the Chalkology transfer called To Alll a Good Night on their new Sylvie board. Join me in making this cute little project to decorate your home for the holidays. Using the Sylvie board allows me to decorate for the holidays and reuse this board whenever I want to, later in the season or later in the year. All our transfers are reusable, so this is a nice economical way to decorate your home. This is the Sylvie chalkboard. The chalkboard, white frame, which can be hung either vertically or horizontally. And I'm going to use this transfer, both the words and the image, on this board using our bright white Chalkology paste. Our paste is a proprietary solution of chalk in liquid form that goes on smooth and easy and dries to a hard finish. Our transfers are made out of vinyl and silkscreen, and they are reusable up to 8 to 12 times. They're adhesive backed and need to be fuzzed to reduce the stickiness of the adhesive back. They come with a backer, and I've written on the back, I have a habit of doing that with my transfers, the title of the transfer. This transfer comes in 2 parts, so this is the text. I've already used this. I'm going to peel it off the backer. Here's the adhesive side. And place this on my fuzzing cloth. Notice that one side of the backer is shiny, the other is dull. You always want to put the adhesive side onto the shiny side. That way it doesn't stick and it allows you to peel it off. So the idea behind putting the transfer on a fuzzing cloth is we want to actually put it on the cloth and pick up lint from the cloth onto the back of the transfer so that the adhesive isn't quite as strong. Our transfers can be used on hard surfaces such as wood, glass, metal, walls, just about anything you could think of. We also have ink that is more suited for porous surfaces like fabrics or ceramics, where it would be heat set to make it permanent. Our boards, our chalkboards, are reusable. I'm going to pull this transfer off of the fuzzing cloth and apply it to the board. Our boards are reusable, our chalkboards are reusable. Just clean them with water and a paper towel to remove a previously chalked image. Our inks are permanent. Okay, I think this is straight. Move it a little bit up, bottom. When you lift your transfer, you always want to lift top or bottom, left or right. You never want to pull it up from the corner because it is like fabric, and pulling it up from the corner or diagonally on the bias could cause the transfer to stretch. If you'd like to see additional videos like this, please comment, add me, and I will add you to my VIP group where there's more videos some training tips and tricks, events, and specials. The other part of this transfer has the image, and there's a lot of open area with the silk screen, our houses, our snow-covered houses, if you will. I'm not lifting the entire transfer off as I'm fuzzing it. I'm just doing one side at a time because I don't want to accidentally have the adhesive side stick to itself. Move this up a little bit so it actually overlaps on the other transfer to get it to fit. I brought the top one down a little bit too far, but that's fine. I can adjust it here. I just will not press it on top of the other transfer. Okay, and then I want to smooth it out with my fingers, being sure that I don't have any air bubbles in the transfer. And press it lightly onto the surface. Notice I am not pressing against here because I do not want it sticking to my other transfer. As I mentioned, our transfers are reusable, generally 8 to 12 times with proper care. Some people get quite a bit more. I've already stirred my bright white paste and checked to make sure that it's the appropriate consistency. You want it to be between a yogurt and a sour cream thickness, if you will. I'm using a squeegee, a rubber squeegee, to apply the paste to my transfer, and notice that I'm applying it on the blue portion or the vinyl portion first. And then I'm going to use an even, slightly firm pressure to smooth it over the silk screen. Oops, it looks like I ran out a little bit there. Let me grab some more. Now I've got all my silk screens covered. I want to go back, make sure I don't, have any lines. And I just actually put a line in there, didn't I? I have something on the bottom of my squeegee. Let me get that off and try it again. Looks like a piece of dried paste or something. There we go. So I want to remove any lines and remove any excess paste. The excess paste will be returned to the jar. A little goes a long way here. Now, yes, this is in 2 pieces. I'm going to take the first piece off and do the peel and reveal right now. Lifting up from the side, not diagonally. And I want to lift at a 90-degree angle. This transfer does have somewhat of a distressed look intentionally to it. Notice the words goodnight. Now I'm taking the transfer and I'm putting it into a water bath. I have a little tub to the side of me with about 1 inch of cold water. And I can let that soak as I finish the rest of this project. And then I'll clean off my transfer in the water bath. So just like I've done at the top of this, I'm going to follow the same format for the bottom. I will need a little bit more paste as there's much more open area on the other transfer. I think I'm going to put this on the bottom and come up with it. Let me lay down a little bit more paste. I'm working kind of close to the bottom there. If I go off the board with the paste, I could clean that up. I mean, if I go off the transfer with the paste, I could clean that up with a wet paper towel, a damp paper towel. Our proprietary chalk paste solution is liquid, goes on liquid, dries to hard finish. Removing any lines and scraping off the excess at the same time here. I'm a little dry there. Let me scoop some more up. I think I need a little bit more chalk paste. I'm not the fastest chalker, so this being in 2 pieces already really was helpful to me so that I could do the first piece and come back and do the second before it dries. I'm going to make sure I get my stars and my snow. I missed that star here. Let's get that really good. Okay. So I'm removing lines and excess paste here. Returning it to the jar. I see a little area here that I've missed. Let me grab that. Okay. Now my chalk is actually drying here on the bottom, so I need to work quickly and get that up. Smooth it through. Make sure I've gotten everything. I think I've got all the excess and I've removed my lines. Oops, that pulled something up. Let me fix that up a little bit. Okay, I think I have everything. Let me peel and reveal. I'm gonna just gain purchase on that corner and come over here and lift up at a 90-degree angle. And add this to my water bath. I do have a little smudge where I went off the transfer near the corner. So I'm grabbing a paper towel, moistening it with water from my water bath, and I'm going to come over here and just clean up this little edge where I went off the edge of the transfer. And it looks like either these are crumbs or I did the same thing here. I think that's fine. And it looks pretty good. Okay. take a peek at it this way. What do you think? I'm going to put this aside to dry. And show you how to clean a transfer. I'm just gently massaging the transfer in my water bath to remove the excess paste. You want to take care that your transfers do not stick to themselves or stick one to another. So I didn't really rinse it off too well, but got the heaviest part of it off. Then I'm going to take a Clorox wipe and gently wash the top of it. I have the sticky side down on my self-healing mat, and because it's wet, it won't stick to the mat right now. So I'm going to wipe off the remainder of the chalk paste using a gentle circular motion. I have a little air bubble in here. Let me fix that. Sometimes our chalk paste will leave a light stain on the board. On the transfer. If that happens, you can take a moistened board eraser. This is one of our board erasers that I've used before, and just gently wipe over the transfer with it to remove that residue. Now, it's called a board eraser because this can be used to remove ghosting from your chalkboards if you've had the chalk paste on it for a long time and it's dried, maybe a couple months, and you're reusing your board. This will help get the ghosting off of it. Our darker pigmented chalk pastes leave a little bit more of a stain on the transfers. It does not hurt the transfer in any way. It does not alter its use. It's just for aesthetics if you want to remove it. Now, I made sure that there's no more chalk paste on the back of this also, but I'm coming over it and doing it slightly different, and then I'm going across the transfer to remove any lint. The lint that I deliberately applied from the fuzzing cloth, I now want to take off to renew the adhesive on the back of the transfer. So once I'm comfortable that I've gotten most of the lint off, I then want to take this transfer and put it on a flat surface to dry. If I need to speed drying of the transfer for some reason, let me clean up my mat a little bit here, I can use the other side of the fuzzing cloth. That is all, it's a little bit finer of a side. It's used for cleaning or drying the boards, but I the transfer on the smoother side of the fuzzing cloth, sticky side up, will speed drying as it absorbs water from the other side. This is our new self-healing mat. Makes cleanup real easy. I could use my Clorox wipe or a wet paper towel to remove the chalk paste, even though it's dried, and it's dried hard here from the surface. It's 18 by 24 inches and has grid lines that measure an inch. Makes a great surface to work on, to chalk on. Double-sided, so I could turn it over and use the other side if I needed to. My board erasers I usually cut into wedges, my little pie wedges, just for ease of use for me handling them. Now, let's take a look at our finished project. What do you think? Do we need a little bow? Better with or without? I think the bow adds a little something. I don't know if I'd really wrap it with ribbon. I don't think it needs that, but maybe a little bow up in the corner would be nice. This isn't quite dry. You can kind of see as it dries, especially the bottom is still wet, so I have to wait for that to dry. But like I said, once it's dry, it's there until you remove it. Oops, I have a little, need a paper towel for that. Clean that up. I have a drip or something on it. If I did want to make this permanent where it could never be erased, I could use a clear sealer on it. But I like to change things up, so I very rarely seal unless I'm giving something as a gift. If you think that you'd like to find out more about becoming a chalk couture designer, please comment team below, and I will send you a link to a short video that explains all the perks and things about becoming a designer for chalk couture and how to earn money beautifully. If you'd like a little bundle of goodness showing up on your doorstep every month, please comment club below and I'll send you some information about Club Couture. For $19.99 a month, that includes shipping, you will receive an exclusive transfer along with the paste to complete the project and full instructions. It's a little bundle of creativity once a month, way to really spark things and exercise that creative side of your brain. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful life. Merry Christmas.